we've done is pulled together information resources that we have used in our careers and training and education, soft skills and essential soft skills, primarily geared in the area of employment, in what they are. So what we're going to do is start with a little bit of definition on what soft skills are. This particular training is, since it's about soft skills and since it's communication, this actual training is a living experiment of communication skills, meaning I'm going to be a living proof here of what to do and what not to do to communicate a message to you, the receivers. So in this, you as a receiver have some responsibilities as well. You'll have to be listening. You'll have to be engaged. I may ask you to show your faces, turn off your mics, speak up. You might do some writing. You might have to come up with ideas, but it's going to be a whole variety of skills that you're actually going to use in this training as a demonstration of the topic itself. So this is kind of a unique style of training. I'm going to show a QR code and you're going to pull it up. If you did the career chat prep with me, you already used this site and you did pull it up. I will put the website in the chat box if you didn't want to use your phone. But take out your phone, scan the QR code, and we're going to do just a 2-minute brainstorm to get your brains actively thinking about these behavioral type of skills. On this screen and on your phones, you should be seeing like something where you have to put your name in. So we're going to track your name with this. And then you're going to just very simply type in as many soft skills that you can think of. And you can see the word cloud starting to develop on the screen as you start entering. So I see things: cooperation, excellent, creativity, networking, beautiful, work ethic, leadership, organizational skills, beautiful, self-reliance, that's a good one. Self-reliance, yep. Conflict solving, look at them. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm glad we have this on video. So for this training here today, we are focusing on communication first. That's today, December 5th, and then we're going to do our share back session on the 19th. All right, now back to our little phone. Go back to the phone, and I'm going to switch the screen on that phone, and I want you just hearing that initial definition of those 6 categories of skills. How would you rate your own if you had to do a self-assessment on what your own communication skills are? Thinking about speaking and writing and time management skills and leadership skills. So all those 6 categories that I just shared with you, let's do a preliminary self-assessment. You either 1 through 5, you strongly do not possess that skill, up to you strongly do possess that skill. Excellent. Look at that. Shows right up. The ingredients for good communication. So if we break it down exactly on what communication is, it's really just simply 3 parts. There's a sender, a person who's giving a message. There's the receiver. When we're talking about speaking, that receiver is listening. When we're talking about writing, that person is reading, right? So we have a sender, a receiver, and then we have a message. So physically, our bodies can speak 150 words per minute, physiologically. That's what we can do as humans, is speak 150 words per minute. Sometimes when I have coffee, I can do a little more, but whatever. 150 per minute. Now, as a receiver, you can pop it in the chat. How many words per minute do you think we're capable of listening? If we can speak at 150 words per minute, in the chat box, tell me how many words per minute do you think we're capable of actually hearing? Well, I'll tell you, I think you're going to be shocked to see this number. We're actually capable of hearing up to 1,000 words per minute. So right now, I could give you 150 words per minute, but you're actually capable of hearing 1,000 words per minute. So that means you have a lot of extra time on your hands as a listener. What are you doing with that extra time? Mic open time. I'd like to hear what kind of noise that you guys have experienced in your own communication. We looked at physical noise, cultural noise, language noise, and so on. What kinds of noise and what sources of noise do you actually struggle with? Feel free. Someone wants to share right now, open up your mic and jump right in. You can learn the hard skill of writing. That's a hard skill. But getting your message across by writing is a totally different skill, and that's a soft skill. We know that even though you might follow all of the rules of writing, we know that it might not always communicate your meaning. So let's look at email. Email is a very typical type of communication in the workplace. So let's look at this email that's received for an example. I heard at the meeting that you said I was rude to you. That's what was written in the email. The person who responded wrote, I never said you were rude to me. Now, we don't know exactly what that means, right? We don't know the true meaning because that's all that was written. I never said you were rude to me. We don't know. There's a variety of meanings. If that was me writing that, there's a million ways that could be interpreted, right? We can't just say, oh, I never said you were rude to me. We don't know the exact response of what that is, because really that person that is writing that response could be saying, I never said you were rude to me, meaning someone said it, but it wasn't me. They might be saying, I never said you were rude to me, which means that I flat out deny that. I never said you were rude to me, but I did write it. I never said you were rude to me. I said it was Sally that was rude to me. I never said you were rude to me. I said you were mean. I never said you were rude to me. See, different meanings. But if now, I know I threw a lot of information at you, so I need to know, do you have any questions at all at this time?